Phillies, though, in great shape. They are 6 games clear in a wild card spot, but the Mets come in having been officially eliminated from postseason potential play.
Zach Wheeler gets set to face his former club.
Just another solid season from Zach Wheeler. His last start was against Atlanta, very sharp. 3 hits, only 1 run allowed.
Brandon Nimmo leads off. Nimmo's been red hot, 9 for 21 on this road trip.
Strikeout number 1 of the day. Fastball got him.
Well, you know you have a good fastball when it's a fastball count. The hitter's only seen fastballs. He knows the fastball is coming, and he still can't make contact.
Now Francisco Lindor homered last night in the 8th inning.
A swing and a high pop-up on the infield. And it's Sosa calling for it. He makes a basket catch.
It's going to be a bit of a circus up there.
That ball blew all the way from the right side of the infield across to the left. So 2 out and nobody on. Now Jeff McNeil. And Jeff hits one up the middle. That's a base hit. 10 for 21 on this road trip. So the Mets have a 2-out base runner for Pete Alonso. Pete's 1 for 9 in this series.
And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit on the ground to the shortstop. Turner has it. Flips over to second for the easy out. And that will be the final out here in the top of the first.
Quintana consistent. Last 4 starts, ERA 1.82 for Jose.
The Mets have held Schwarber in check so far this year. He's 2 for 28 against the Mets. And he takes strike 3 called. Fastball at the top of the zone. Gets Quintana a strikeout to start his afternoon.
Well, that'll bring up Trey Turner.
And he flies one out to center field and should be easy for Nimmo as he steadies in the wind. 2 out.
And that'll bring up Alec Boehm. He was the hero last night. His 3rd walk-off hit of the season.
2-2 on the way. And that's in there at the knee. Strike 3 called right at the bottom of the zone.
2 strikeouts for Quintana.
Stewart draws a walk. And the Mets have a leadoff base runner in the 2nd.
Off to a pretty good start in his career is Mauricio. He's hit safely in 13 of his first 18 games that he's played.
Mauricio pulls one through the hole for a base hit. So Mauricio was blanked last night. Has a base hit his first time up today, and the Mets have the first 2 men on in the 2nd.
So now Beatty, who had a long home run last night in the 9th inning to tie the game against Craig Kimbrell.
That's hit to short, should be 2 under the glove of Turner, and that'll bring in the game's first run. Stewart is in to score. Mauricio goes to 3rd, and now Mauricio breaks for the plate. Turner's throw, and he's saved! Mauricio steals a run, and it's 2-0 New York.
That is a play that just cannot happen to the Phillies. And this is a ground ball, very routine ground ball. I'm not quite sure why he went to the backhand. And then you have Kyle Schwarber getting the ball in, kind of flips it in, and Mauricio just decides, you know what, they're not paying attention, I'm going to score.
Well, Bryce Harper will lead it off here in the 2nd.
Blasted way back right field, and no wind will stop that one.
My goodness.
Bryce Harper unloads his 20th homer of the season. 451 into the first row of the 2nd deck, and that'll cut that lead in half. It's 2-1.
Just the 3rd home run allowed by Quintana.
Well, JT Realmuto will be the batter now. It's the windup and the pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground, past Lindor, and hits off his glove. He's able to knock it down, but Realmuto will be safe at first. It'll be an infield single.
Castellanos now against Quintana. Loops this one to left, and that's going to fall for a hit, and it gets by McNeil. Goes all the way to the wall. JT off to the races. They'll wave him to the plate. Castellanos headed for 3rd. The game is tied.
So some poor defense on both sides.
And an RBI for Nick Castellanos, and the Phils have tied it up.
Quintana has retired 5 in a row and now sees Alec Boehm.
This one is hit well to left, and backing up on it, McNeil at the wall, leaps, it's gone! Alec Boehm unties the game with his 19th home run of the season. 3-2 Phillies.
Boy, he's swinging it very hot bat, and he's starting to feel his oats. He's probably got a little bit of help from the wind here.
That's a rarity. Quintana giving up 2 home runs in the same game.
Leadoff base runner here in the 5th. It'll bring up Rodolfo Castro.
Breaking ball struck him out. That's 7 strikeouts now for Quintana. That's a new season high. Schwarber is 0 for 2, struck out and fouled out.
This one to hit in the air, left center, going back. Nimmo to the track, and that ball comes off the wall. That's in play. And Schwarber headed for 2nd. He'll be there with a double.
He'll end up with a double, so runners at 2nd and 3rd and 1 out.
Field in now for Trey Turner.
Trying to cut off a run. And it's a ground ball to the shortstop. The play at the plate is a one-hop throw, not in time.
And Rojas, with his speed, is able to score ahead of Lindor's throw, and the Phillies add another run, 4-2.
2 men in scoring position.
Harper 1 for 2. He homered back in the second.
The pitch. Swung on, ripped to first. Alonso can't handle it. 2 runs are going to score as Harper is aboard. And he's hit another rocket.
And Bryce Harper with an RBI single, 2 RBIs on the play. And the Phillies now lead it 6-2. Back-to-back strikeouts for Zach Wheeler. And 2 outs here in the 6th. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. So Zach Wheeler strikes out the side here in the 6th.
So Beatty and Vientos with back-to-back base hits. Narvaez retired, and now Brandon Nimmo coming up. Wheeler about to throw his 95th pitch of the day. And that's lined to center field, but right at Rojas, but he misplayed it, and it goes over his head. Beatty around third. He'll come in to score. Vientos digging for third. He's going to be waved around by Joey Cora. The relay throw to the plate by Castro, not in time. It's a 2-run triple for Brandon Nimmo, and the Mets are right back in this game. It's 6-4. Rojas on a ball line right at him, misplayed it, and it went over his head. And now Lindor at the plate as the tying run in a 6-4 game. And Lindor pops it up. Angling in is Schwarber coming across the line, and he makes the catch. Here comes Nimmo. The throw by Schwarber to the plate. Nimmo slides, and he saves! Nimmo came on the front side and got his hand on the plate. It's a sacrifice fly to cut the Philly lead to 6-5.
Home is a big runner in third for insurance.
It's up to JT to come up with a big 2-out hit.
And that'll push it back up to 2. JT is single to right center as Bohm will cross the plate. And 7-5 Phillies as Realmuto, his 61st RBI.
So Alvarado is set down the first 2, and the Mets are down to their final out of the day with Francisco Lindor coming up.
The 1-2. Line to left. Schwarber back on the track. He makes the catch and bangs up against the fence. He hangs onto the baseball, and the Phillies hang on to a 7-5 win over the Mets. They have won 4 in a row, and their magic number is down to 2.